Ago, it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
This is it. 19. Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't got nothing. You earned nothing.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a one-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So that'll back him up 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards. So now they need 7 yards on third down. To throw is Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. 55.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Set. 18. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun on third, Watson. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base does. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Colts 3, Texans nothing.
Got it. It's coming. 41 to Mike.
Here's Brissett. Funches has it complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
But it's
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
41 the mic. Check 41. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the shotgun, it's Bissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 yards. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now it's Mack, draw play. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bissett. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 15. First down, Indianapolis.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
From the red zone now, Bissett. Yeah, he's got it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 2nd down, it's Miller. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, it's an offense. You know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And the Colts first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. brings up 2nd and 7.
So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And an alley to run. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for Texans. First down.
Come on, let's go.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Watson. Screen play. Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Watson now to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Tighten up, tighten up. Tight 24.
To the air yet again, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Double time. 3 down, 3 down.
Brissett sets to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
You got tape. You got tape.
On 1st down, Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You ain't going nowhere.
To throw, Brissett. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Throwing, Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Again, it's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw here to Hilton. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now it's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson now. Going to throw again. He's going to look deep end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Carter. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Shakes off the sand. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They come up in an offset eye. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a toss play. This is Mack. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Bissett. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.